If you can cast your minds way back to the start of the summer, like 5 weeks ago or something, I actually made a video talking about all the things that I had planned to do over the summer. These things ranging from doing some extra videos every single week, making general improvements to the channel, making some really special uploads like the new editions video we did, and also starting off some new series. But did we manage that? Now, I don't know what you guys think, but I would like to say that we have. But like all the other seasons, they come to an end eventually, and now is the end of the summer. Well, pretty much the summer holidays at least, and for me that basically means back to normality. And so things with the YouTube channel have got to change, but not necessarily for the worse. So in today's video, what we're going to be doing is just talking about like how the summer's gone, and then more importantly, I'm going to be talking about what I've got planned for over the next few weeks, because I do have a lot in store, but honestly, I do have a little bit of bad news, which I'll get into right away because there's no point like ignoring it, but do stick around for the good stuff that's coming at the end of the video. So really, I'd say that there are sort of two bits of bad news for you lot, and also for me. Especially for me, but they kind of actually link into each other. Now, the first is that in the winter, a lot of my collection is going to be brood mating, so Speckles the leopard gecko, Red the corn snake, Jar the bearded dragon, Chloe and Rusty the Chinese leopard snakes, all of them are going to be going into the deep sleep. And this is bad news for me because it means that I'm basically going to have nothing to do. Now, for you, it's more of a bad thing because, well, bad thing arguably. If you like my videos, it's a bad thing. If you don't, it's probably great. But basically, because they're all going to sleep, that's going to make it harder for me to like keep filming things all the time. And also because I'm like back studying again, I'm not going to have as much time to make videos, so I will be lowering down the video quantity from like 3 a week like we've been doing over the summer to just 1 a week so that I can keep the quality up there without like having to drop it because I've not got as much to film. To be honest, you have probably noticed that things are starting to change that way because Char, who's like just behind me here, he's the bearded dragon, has been getting a lot lazier over the past few weeks, and he did this last year. Because the hot days of the summer are becoming more and more infrequent and the day lengths are shortening, he's noticing that, and he's being less and less active. Yesterday was a really hot day, mind, so he's up and about this morning, but over the next few weeks I expect him to go really stationary, and filming that ain't much cop. But that, to be honest, is actually all of the bad news. Basically, the reptiles are going into brumation and I'm going to be busier, so video quantity is going to be like cut to a third. But I still do have a lot planned, and that is what I want to like spend the rest of this video talking about. So over the summer we did successfully start a couple of new series. There was Reptiles Uncut was a new one that I'll probably be continuing. That one won't come thick and fast, but it will be happening. Then there's the species spotlights, which I've got enough footage and stuff of that already to like make most of the rest of that series, so that should be good. If you do enjoy these series and you'd like to see more of them, let me know down in the comments, because you know, over the winter and stuff, when I've not got as much to film, if you're giving me feedback that you really want to see species spotlights, then that'll do me a hand because I'll know to film it for you. Now, as well as these series, I do have plans for some novel videos that I hope you'll find interesting. Some particularly that I know you'll like is actually the Chinese leopard snakes have got to be set up in their final enclosures. That'll probably be coming to you about October time once I'm happy that they're fully quarantined and stuff. One of those setups for Rusty, the male, is going to be bioactive, but the one for Chloe, the female, is not going to be bioactive. It's going to be something different. As well as this, I do actually have some plans to film some stuff that's not with my collection at all, and potentially with other people's collections or like shops and stuff. Just gonna drop that hint right now, because you know, my reptiles are going to sleep, but that doesn't mean that everybody else's reptiles are as well. Plus, I've got some really topical videos that I've got planned. One I'm hoping to do on calci sand, which may well upset quite a few people. One on dial thermometers that's probably going to upset people too, although not as much as the first one. And then also something you might not have thought about crested gecko food. Then as more long-term goals, I do have it in my mind to do quite a few lighting changes. Char's going to be getting some heating changes over the winter, so's Red, Speckles is staying the same, the line day geckos are changing, of course the Chinese leopard snakes are changing because they're in completely different setups, and Splat the crested gecko, his is changing too, so that's a bit of a long-term goal. And even further down the line, we still have a reptile room to finish, and there's going to be a rather large gap in it, which means that we can put a rather large setup in. And naturally with the brumation, there are a couple of things that I will be talking about, like big topics to do with that, like should you be brumating your reptiles, what are the benefits, what are the risks, and then because it will be like the second year that I've brumated my bearded dragon, and also the second year that I've brumated my corn snake, I'll probably be making full brumation guides on how you can do it with each of those species for yourself. Just to calm things down a bit though, I do want to take a moment in this video to basically thank all of you guys for joining me over the summer, because we've had lots of subscribers, old and new, that have been tuning into me videos and learning stuff, and recently I've been getting a lot more participation from you lot, so different comments and ideas and things, and that is what means the most to me, about YouTube. Getting people involved with things, getting people talking and thinking, rather than just reading care sheets that are completely out of date and completely wrong, and just sticking with what they say, because talking to people and bouncing ideas off each other is how we learn. Now in particular, there is a list of people I've got in front of me that I would like to give a special particular thank you to, and these are Pete Hawkins, the Governor, and the rest of the moderator team from Bearded Dragon Network, because it's quite a busy network and we talk about a lot of stuff, and those guys do look at my videos occasionally and things like that and give me tips, and Pete in particular has always been behind the scenes helping me with stuff via the internet, so big shout out to them. Then looking at my list again, there's also John Courteney-Smith of Arcadia Reptile, basically for sometimes chipping in with really useful bits of information for me channel and stuff, answering me questions that I've got about reptile heating and lighting, which I tend to have rather a lot of, and then also particularly over this summer for his book, Fire, something about the sun and its use and replication in reptile keeping, because this sort of opened my eyes to the world of physics, which I wasn't really interested in, to be honest with you, but now that I'm starting to understand its relationship with reptiles and their biology, it's giving me something new to learn. Other honourable mentions are Dale Ems from DMS Viveria for various tips, with the vivarium that he did send me. Then there's also the Facebook group Advancing Herpetological Husbandry as being a really good one, as well as Reptile Lighting, which is another group. All these groups and stuff are down in the descriptions to the video, so you can go and find them. And then some shout outs to absolutely awesome viewers that I've had for a good while and are still sticking around. These are Buzz Killington, Lizard, and also Riley Boy 10. Now, Riley Boy 10 is a really kind of recent video in the past couple of months, but that dude has been sending me loads of DMs on Instagram, which nobody's done before, asking me all sorts about his leopard gecko, because he wants to know how to keep it better, and I've been telling him about different heating and lighting and stuff, and he's actually sent me photos of changing his setup from the bog standard heat mat to a heat lamp, and he's got a UVB lamp on the way, so it's showing me that somebody is actually learning from what I'm doing, and that means a ton. So thank you to all of those people for helping me out on my channel and sticking around and just being all round good eggs. But I would also like to say that I myself have had to learn a lot over the summer. Like I said, John Courteney-Smith's book and stuff about lighting. I've really learned a lot about reptile lighting and stuff over the past month or so, and I have been taking that into consideration, which is why I am doing some changes with the lighting in a couple of months. And then I've also been learning a lot about editing and filming and stuff, which I suppose is inherent to being a YouTuber or whatever. But if you go back to the first video I did, which I'll throw up in a card, when I sat here for the first time and filmed myself and made a video, it wasn't very good, and my videos today probably aren't very good either, but I'm getting there. So I know that I've probably bored you just sit here talking in this video, and I know that this video probably won't get many views because it's not that interesting, but if you have watched it, you're probably a subscriber, and I'd just like to give a general thank you to all of you for like sticking around on the channel and stuff. It's not particularly to do with the end of the summer or whatever, but you know, thanks. Anyway, immediate plans are next weekend's video is going to be a reptile room tour because everybody loves those. Then I've got a couple of reviews coming soon and species spotlight videos, and hopefully one of the extra special videos that I'm doing in a reptile shop, if it comes off, that'll be out relatively soon too, so that's what you can look forward for. So as I've said, it would really help me out if you could like drop us a comment, because any sort of communication with you guys does mean a lot. But anyway, regardless of whether you thought it was good or whatever, I hope that you took something from this video, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. So this is me for now. Bye guys.